Prices in San Diego are extremely high right now. They went up about 20% or more last year. And often I get asked the question, is the market going to continue this way for how long? Or is it going to be crashing soon? Let's go over some recent data and analyze what the statistics from the past as well. Talk about it anyway, and we'll get right back to it and make a kind of a prediction on it. My name is Kathy Jackson. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams San Diego Metro, and I've been an agent for years. Just love it. I love helping people. Most often I hear this question from potential buyers and clients. They ask, the market is going just crazy right now. Is it going to continue? Or we feel like we should wait until it crashes or it goes down. Is that going to happen soon? Let's take a look at that right now. And before we go on, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribing and push the like button too, so you can get other videos. Well, I can't guarantee anything since I don't, as far as world events go and stuff like that. But I can make a good educated guess, like a lot of people are making. Right now, interest rates are very low. I mean, you might say, oh, they're going up. Yeah, they are going up. They're going to go up into the 4s, maybe the 5s, but they're below 6 right now. And if you look at the history of interest rates, it's extremely low. It's just incredibly low. They've been much higher at times, 13%, 8, 9, 7. So they're below 6%. They're not as good as 2.5, which is wonderful. So it makes homes more affordable. I do realize that the prices just went up a lot this last year. At least the interest rate is really good. So you've got more money when you buy a house going right to your equity. 2008 or so is that mortgage lending standards are very different than they are now. They're just extremely different. In fact, because of that crash, there have been tons of things that have been changed regarding appraisals, credit reports, all kinds of things. Lots of big changes. People were approved very easily if they wanted to be for really even something that they couldn't afford. Ratios were off, no documents sometimes, and it's not that way so much anymore at all. I mean, there is hard money lending, but that's different because mortgage standards are so different. See, that was part of the cause of the crash last year. And we don't have that going on right now, not nearly anything like it was. So what that means is that we shouldn't see as many foreclosures. We'll see some because it happens. And even if there were a lot of foreclosures coming on the market, I don't think there will be because, like I said, the lending rules and everything are so tightened up that and people aren't borrowing as much from their equity as they were back at that time. They're still borrowing from the equity, but not quite as much. It's just not going to cause as many foreclosures, the onslaught of foreclosures to come on the market. There were a lot at that time. So interest rates were higher also. With the pandemic affecting jobs, it's not going to be like it was last time. Let's say that there are several foreclosures. They should be absorbed right away into the market. Right now, there's a huge shortage of inventory. It's really quite amazing. So back in 2019, if we compare 2019 to 2022, there's about a third of the inventory that we had back just 3 years ago. So what that's doing is there's just the absorption of all these houses. They're going within at least 8 days. A lot of times quicker than that. I'm talking about condominiums too. A little bit different on the days, but it's similar. Because of the lack of listings, people aren't selling as much right now. Things are getting absorbed immediately. I'm going to give you an idea what the market's like right now. I can just tell you from writing offers. So houses are going a lot of times in the 7 to 980 range or so. They're going 50 to 100,000 over list price. And a lot of times there's between 20 to 35 offers on one house. That tells me immediately that we could just use a ton more housing on the market. And I think even if we were flooded with foreclosures, even if we were, they would get absorbed right into the market and there'd still be more people waiting to buy houses. So you decide for yourself if it meets your own goals, if you want to buy a house or not. I think it's still a really good time to buy a house. They are going up and you can still get some equity, maybe for the next couple of years. And now you've had a look at the differences between the two times. I didn't use a lot of stats, but just a little bit of data. Check with your lender as well on that. And circumstances, like I'm going to say again, are different than last time. So predictions are the market is still strong. It's really competitive, but if you just stick with it, want to make sure to have a good realtor, good loan officer and an agent that knows negotiating skills well. But thank you so much. Just message me or call if you have any more questions. I'd love to chat with you about your goals and a little bit more about the market as well.